In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys a brand new trading method around special cards. So just before the video does start, a quick little ad on a trading service I offer over on Twitch. For the cheapest premium trading service for just £4, €4 or free with Amazon Prime. You'll get yourself daily trading and investing guides covering both Xbox and PlayStation with an array of different techniques depending on your budget. I've been trading for over 10 years, making over 100 million on multiple titles, and recently making over 10 million in the first month for the last 3 years. So in today's video, we are going to be showing you guys a brand new trading method that evolves around special cards, because EA has finally answered our prayers and given Colin Ball cards and Sud-America cards price ranges that aren't 40k. So in today's video, what we're going to be doing is showing you guys probably the most optimal trading method to do if you're on a budget around about 300 to 400k plus. All the way up to about 2 million coins, and then you'd want to move on to icon trading, which you can go back to my December trading video for the tutorial for that. So, let's go and show you guys how we're going to do this method. So to do this method, you've got to be on either console or PC, aka you can't be on web app, although there are slight web app variations. Now to do this method, you're going to be going special, because we can now trade with special cards. You're going to go and set your minimum buy now to 10,250. Now if you don't set it to 10,250, I'll show you why. The reason why is if we go special shadow and then 10k here, what you'll see is we'll get loads of Colin Ball cards. And there is absolutely no money to be made on these cards. So we want to get rid of these cards, and previously we couldn't because EA gave 40k price ranges on completely made up silvers. But now they've lowered the price range to 10k, which is beautiful. So you're going to go 10,250 so you don't get any Colin Ball cards. You're then going to go special shadow. And what we're going to do now is we are going to work out how to set the filter. So what you see in front of you, this does not change no matter what. So minimum buy now does not change. Maximum buy now does not change. The only thing that's going to change is the maximum bid. And what we want this number to be is we want this number to be as high as possible without there being more than one card over the hour. One card over the hour, all good. But more than one card over the hour won't work. So what we're going to do is we're going to see how high we can make this. So we'll start off 10,250. We're going to go and search this. We're going to scroll to the end and we're going to see how many cards are over the hour. There are one card over the hour. One card out of the hour over the hour is all good. So you can already see that with a 10,250 maximum bid, we can already get a fair few different cards. We can get ourselves rule breakers, we can get ourselves out of positions, we can get ourselves informed, but we can probably get this even higher. Now annoyingly, EA for some reason has made it so every time you back out, your filter changes. It's not the end of the world, but there we go. So previously we had 10,250, but we want this to be as high as possible. So let's go and try 10,50. So at 10.50, let's scroll along here and see how many cards are over the hour. Now there are a few cards over the hour. So what I can do right here is I can go, okay, well the highest maximum bid I can have is 10.250 because that had no more than one card over the hour, and set it to this. But there is actually a little trick you can do to actually make this number higher if you can afford to do so. But we'll start off with saying that 10.250 is the highest bid we can, get right now. So again, if we could, we'd have 10.50, 10.5k, if not, we'd go 11k, 12k, and as high as possible without there being more than one card over the hour, but the highest we can have is 10.250, and honestly, 10.250 is all good. So what we're going to do is going to go and search this right here, and we're going to go and scroll to the end. Now, when we're at the end, what we're going to do is we're going to press compare price back out. Now, as long as there is no more than one card over the hour, it will refresh the market. So you see how that Smalling literally got listed? Wasn't there previously, but it just got listed. And that showed because there weren't more than one card over the hour. If there was more than one, it wouldn't refresh. You see how that Mazarawi has just been listed? So you can see right here, we've basically been able to set up a filter so that we can look at special cards with shadow and see them as soon as they're listed. Now, we've kind of learned how to set the filter, and we're pressing compare price back out to refresh the market. So we've shown you how to set the filter, how to refresh the market. Now let's go and show you guys what you're going to buy. Now, what we are looking to buy is any special card that is under 15k. We are looking to buy them for the same price with a shadow as they are without a shadow. So perfectly, Robertone has popped up here, and what we're going to do is going to head over to Footwiz, or Footbin, whatever you wish, and we're going to go and type Robertone in. And Robertone without a shadow is going for 14.50. So with a shadow, especially as he's got a position change, I'm more than happy to buy that card. Because this card has not only got a shadow in it, but it's also been position changed from a cam to centre mid. That total consumable value is about 4 or 5k. And I'm getting him for the same price he is without a shadow. So let's keep on going and see if we can find another example. So again, we're going to press compare price back out. It's going to refresh the market. And there we go, we get Frankowski. So again, what we're going to do is head over here, type Frankowski in. There we go. And he's 12k. Well, perfect. I'll go and buy him for 1150. Because what we're getting on top of that, we're once again getting a shadow, but we're also getting a position change. He defaults as a left wing back, and we got him as a right wing back. So that's perfect. So that is cards under 15k. Same price they are with a shadow as they are without a shadow. Now, Joe Gomez is a little bit more expensive. And with cards that are a little bit more expensive, obviously they're going to have higher tax. Not as a percentage, but if you guys don't know, everything you sell, 5% of that you don't get. It goes out as EA tax. So if I was trading with a card under 15k, the highest the tax is going to be is 750 coins. And the difference between the card without a shadow and with a shadow should be way higher than 750 coins. So you shouldn't have to worry. But let's say we're trading with a card that's 50k or 60k. Then the tax is going to be 5% of that, which is going to be 2.5 to 3k. And sometimes a special card with a shadow won't be 3k more with a shadow as it is without a shadow, because the shadow itself can only be about 2-3k. So what we're going to do with cards that are over 15k is we're going to go and get them 10% cheaper than what they normally go for. The reason for this is, as I said, 5% of what you sell a card for goes for EA tax. Which means if you're getting them 10% cheaper than what they normally sell for, you're going to make at minimum 5% profit, potentially more because the shadow adds value. So Joe Gomez, who is over 15k, we're going to want to get 10% cheaper than what he normally goes for. So Joe Gomez normally goes for, let's say, 23k, right? You could argue 25. So we want to go about 10% cheaper, so to make it easy, we'll say that's 2k. So we'd want to go and pick up Joe Gomez at 21k or under. And again, we can go and do this for any card that the buy now is over 15k. Now, obviously, if you know that a player, let's say maybe a Robertone pops up for a 40k buy now, obviously there's no point checking him because we checked him earlier and he was 14k. But there we go, we got Godfrey, another card that's over 15k. So let's head over here. Godfrey goes for 27. You can use the hourly to see what he's going for. About 27. So we kind of got to get him about 3k cheaper. So that's going to be 24. So he's just not a good deal. I mean, I could probably buy that, but I'd probably want to go for 24 because it's probably not amazing. And all you do is just proceed to press compare price, back out, and it's going to refresh the market, and that's literally as easy as this method is. Now, once you win your deals, you're going to, this is like the second part, is you got to work out what to sell them for. So there's two ways. One, if you're in a hurry for coins, you can literally just go and sell them for the cheapest on the market. But if you're not in a hurry for coins, what you can do is you can just sell them at whatever price there's like 5, 10 on the market. Because what will happen is the cards will just fluctuate between there being lots on the market to there not being many on the market. So what you can do is just list them for a little bit more than maybe what they're going for, because eventually a few of them will get bought up and yours would then be the cheapest. So Robertson with a shadow, let's have a little look. In centre mid, there's a bunch up here for 16, got a few there for 18, a few there 16.50. If I went and try and list them for 17, again it's an absolute annoyance that you have to keep changing this, but hey ho, beggars cannot be choosers. There you go, Robertone. I think 17 or at least 16.50 would have a lack of cards enough for it to be Robertone. There we go. I'd say this will probably have. Yeah, I mean, it's got a page in a bit. So either mine would sell on lazy buyers, or what it would do is he would just fluctuate. Because I'll show you right now with Footman, sorry, is that Robertson will actually probably go up and down about 1 to 2k every single day. So I could list him right now, and he might just rise later in the day due to a normal fluctuation. See if this will show. So up there at 14,750, down here at 13.3. That probably doesn't show the. There you go. This will fit the agenda a lot better. So you see, he goes up there to 15.5. But then he goes all the way down here to under 14. So you'll see that he goes up and down 2k all day. Which means if you were just, listing him 2k more than what he's going for now, he'll probably eventually fluctuate back up to that price. Because we can probably see this also happen on Wednesday. On Wednesday, went up to 14.9, but then got as low as 14. So you can see up and down a k in a matter of, 2 hours. And this can very easily happen with the Robertson right here. So I'd go and list him for 16.50. When it picks him up 14,250, that's going to be, like a 2.2k difference. Tax about 700, about 1.5k profit after tax. Not bad. And of course you can do that with Frankowski. So when you're buying them, you're looking to buy them 10% cheaper than what they're going for if they're over 15k. If they're under 15k, same price with a shadow as they are without a shadow. And then look at selling them. Again, if you need coins, you can sell for the cheapest. But the ideal way of doing it is list them whatever price they're about a page on the market, because they should go up and down about 1k every day. Now earlier I was talking about how we can make this filter a bit, I guess, broader, because 10,250 is okay, but ideally we'd have it a little bit higher, because the wider or the higher the maximum bid, the wider you're casting your net. So if you guys don't know, the more expensive the card, the higher the minimum price you can list it for is, right? So if, for example, we go choose a plebeian form, let's go with someone like, let's go Madison's First Inform. Madison's First Inform, the cheapest it can be listed is 10,250, which means if we have a maximum bid of 10,250, a Madison will pop up. But let's go and pick someone's Inform who's a little bit better. Let's go with an Inform who's expensive, but not too expensive. We'll go with a Inform Tamori, maybe? Now, if I go for Inform Tamori right here, you can see that he's got a maximum bid of 25k. So probably picked a little bit too expensive of a player. So you see that cheap player, low maximum bid. Expensive player, slightly higher maximum bid. So if I could go and have this maximum bid, let's say at 13k, then what I'm doing is I'm casting my net over a wider variety of players, which means I'll be able to get more deals, because if you're looking at more cards, there's going to be more deals, because let's say if there's one deal every hour per card, and you're looking at 100 cards, there'll be 100 deals per hour. But if you've got a wider casted net and there's up to 300 players popping up, you're tripling the amount of deals that could pop up. So if I, let's say, want to try and set this to 13k, what I can do is I can see how many cards are over the hour. Because remember, we can only have a maximum of 1. And how many cards are over the hour? Oh, it's probably a few too many for this to be decent. Let's go and maybe try this with 11.5k. This might be a little bit more realistic. Because every time you increase the maximum bid by like 250 coins, you do increase the amount of players popping up. So let's go 1150 maximum bid. We'll go minimum buy now of 10,250. So again, it's all staying the same. Let's have to see how many cards are over the hour. So we have got ourselves over the hour 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now if I'm sitting on like 700-800k, what I can do is I can actually go and remove all these cards over the hour without actually buying any of them and probably winning any of them. So right now we got the bid at 1150, which means if they have a bid of 1150 or below, they'll pop up. So if I go and bid 11,750, which I'm under the webcam, it now means that their bid is 11,750, which means if I've got the maximum bid of 1150, they're not going to pop up, because now the bid is higher than 1150, and my maximum bid is only 1150. So let's go and bid on all these cards over the hour, because once again, the filter does not work if there's more than one card over the hour. If I've completely lost you with this part, do not worry about it, just follow the beginning part. And you may be like, oh, but you don't want to win these cards, or, you know, now you're going to be stuck winning these cards potentially. The good thing is, a lot of the cards over the hour are normally way more than 11,750. I mean, if I won a second Informed Cancello at 11,750, I'd be a happy man. Same with that Witzel, that Lozano, the Delit, probably not as good with that, good with the Trippier. So, in reality, you are actually just going to get outbid on the majority of the cards. There's the odd card you might win, which sometimes you make profit on, and there's the odd card you do win, which you don't make profit on. But if you've got a 700-800k, sometimes it's worth taking like a 1k loss to be able to get way more deals. So 11,750, and if by magic the filter will now have, nope, it's not updated. Sadly, there you go, 1150, minimum of 10,250. Play around with the buy now if you ever get this. Sometimes you'll get it where you'll bid on the cards over the hour, but it won't update it, and that's just EA. That's just EA. You got to lower your buy now, and it should update it. So now, how many cards are over the hour? If by magic, there should be none, or 1. So now, oh, yeah, none. Now there's no cards over the hour. Previously, the maximum bid we could only have was 10,250. But now that we've increased it to 1150, look at all these cards that would have popped up. Bonucci has a minimum bid of 10,750. That wouldn't have popped up on the previous filter, but now he's popping up. So Ricardo Carvalho, in the filter I showed you earlier, had 10,250. But because you bid on the cards, that card can now pop up. That card can now pop up. That card can now pop up. And you see how you're casting your net and you're going to get so many more deals. But, of course, you do kind of want like 700-800k before you start fixing the filter. Because obviously, if you're only on 300k and 100k of that is you bidding on the players to fix the filter, you know, then you're probably going to be leaving yourself a little bit short for coin-wise. But if you're doing this method with 500, 600, 700k, and all you got to do is spend like 30, 40k, which again, you're going to be getting that all back because the majority of cards you bid on are all going to get, outbid. You can see these are cards I bid on earlier. These 3 got outbid. This card didn't, but it's been position changed with a shadow, so that won't be too hard to go and sell on. And yeah, that's all she wrote, really. Hopefully it's helped you guys with special card trading. And say thank you to EA for updating the price ranges of Colin Ball and Liberatores cards, because this method has not been possible to do up until now. But any questions, do make sure to head over to my stream. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.